So you guys been wanting me to change the theme song sound quality, but I'm gonna keep the same song. So here we go. This girl reviews movies, games, and books. Just how she plays them, and she does that. She does it with the cat. Does that make her crazy? Does that make her crazy? Probably. Hopefully that fixed the audio. Crazy Cat does not own any of these pictures or books or pictures. I use them under fair use for educational purposes, so the people who watch them learn a little bit something when they do it. Hopefully that fixed the audio. I only did all those years ago. No, I don't want to do this. I'm scared of this thing. Alright guys, so viewers beware, you're in for a scare. So I finished reading Night in the Living Dummy, which is kind of R.L. Stine's spin-off of a living dummy, but has a similar name to Night in the Living Dead. But if you're wondering where he got this idea from, it was not Chucky, because Chucky was not the first dummy out there that was living. There was other dummies out there. There's other like dolls and dummies. If you if you had parents like mine who had watched the Twilight Zone in front of you, you would know that there's 2 episodes of Twilight Zone that had dummies and a doll in it. We had Lizzie from Live Doll and Dummy. 2 episodes from Twilight Zone where a doll kills the dad because he didn't like the doll, and Reformer, who knew his dummy was alive. One of them came, and he came a dummy, while the dummy took over his body instead. And the ironic thing is, Slappy is the one that became popular, and yet in this first book, he is not the one that comes alive until the very end of the book. Because he's like basically the twist. Because if you have not read any Goosebumps books out there, they never end with a happy ending. There's always a twist to the story. It always happens at the very end. That makes you like, oh no, that was not supposed to happen. It was supposed to be a happy ending. There's 2 dummies in this story, and one for each twin, because we have Livy and Lizzie, who are twins. While they're like walking down the dog down the one day, one of them finds a dummy that is Slappy that somebody threw away, and decided to start doing the Quattrologus act. And Lizzie is getting jealous of Livy, and asks her parents to get her a doll. And at first, it takes Lizzie starts playing jokes to make Livy think that the dummies are alive, so you her to not be interested into it. Then when it's time for because each of them had 2 different performances. One has to do performances for a bunch of kids' birthdays, and one has to do performances for the school concert. And right when she's about to take Mr. Wood out there, she reads the combo that makes them come to life. That's basically Latin, and that's when Mr. Wood starts being bad and messing up the concert for her. But also she has also calling a bunch of an old couple bad names. and making a bunch of weird smoke come out of their mouth to scare the mother at the concert. And once she gets suspended or maybe expelled for what happened, it's never clear what her punishment is. Her parents decide it's time to get rid of time for her to get at least rid of hers. But it's the weekend, so they can't not return it to the pawn shop in the middle of the night when the dad tries to put it in the closet and keep it there for the time being. She wakes up and sees Mr. Wood walking around trying to get out of the closet, and running out of there. And he says, "You'll be my slaves," to both her and her sister. And they try to bury the dummy. Then the next day, it somehow gets back out. And the dummy tries to punish them by attacking their dog. And there's a house being like demolished or bulldozed outside, so they decided, why don't we just crush this dummy? And all of a sudden, and after they grab the dummy and take it out there to get crushed, the dog falls and they have to save the dog. And there's two, so they let go of the dummy, and there's two steamrollers, and the dummy tries to get away but did not notice the second one, and he thought that he ran over a kid. But nope, he ran over the dummy, and there's like green smoke that comes out of it. And the kids are saying, "Nope, it's fine. You didn't kill a kid. You killed the dummy." And the guy apologized. And when they get back inside the next day, Slappy says, "Good thing that other guy's gone. Now it's my turn." And the book ends. So I find it weird that Slappy's the one that becomes famous, when even in the first book he's not even the one that's causing all the trouble, and yet he's the one that everybody knows about. Like they don't ever use him in any of the movies, or they don't use Mr. Wood in any of the movies or in that TV show that came out a couple of years ago. Only time they used Mr. Wood was in the Goosebumps TV show. And the weird thing is that they only did the second book and the third book in the Goosebumps TV show that came out as a kid, but never the first book. I always found that weird. And now that I still can't really judge who is actually the best Slappy, because this one was even about Slappy. But I just finally got the courage to read this book. Because like as a kid, no way in hell would I read that book, but now I got the courage to do it. It was fine. One time I was really scared, I was really worried, was for the dog, because I hate seeing animals getting hurt. I think they're all starting to do a good job writing this one. It's fine. I probably would give it like a 7 out of 10. It's been a while since I read one of his books. So what's the next book I'm gonna read? I'm finally going to get to the next Warriors book, which I think is the Stormcant's Folly. So that's what I'm reading next. So I'll see you guys later. Like the 90, if you guys are not subscribed to me, so it doesn't cost you anything. Bye. Hope you guys were in for a scare.